Hello everyone, welcome once again to another full stack development related tutorial by Slidescope. And in this part, for beginners, we are covering a simple topic, how to connect Node.js with MongoDB and read data. Now, in order to do that, there are some prerequisites. First, you must have MongoDB installed in your computer and a database created there. So you can see we have MongoDB Compass running at localhost, and we are inside the school DB that we created in previous chapters. So I will leave link to those videos, and from there we have a simple table, or here you can say document, that is classes. So in classes you can see we have class ID 1, class name is nursery, class ID 2, and class name is kg. So these are the important keys and their values for us. Similarly, we have some student records and some teacher records we will add later. Now here the first important thing to do is make sure you have Node.js installed and the MongoDB Node.js driver using npm. So then we have to install it. So we will copy the commands one by one. Now for Node.js, in the previous tutorials also we taught you how to use VS Code. In VS Code we created a simple my node project, and we are inside that node project, and there we have opened the VS Code. And here you can see we have the terminal here in VS Code. If you don't have, you can go to view and open the terminal from here. And here first we will write npm init y, so it will be initialized, and then we will install the MongoDB connector. In previous examples we also showed you how to install PostgreSQL connector, etc. So here we will install the MongoDB connector. So here you can see added 12 packages and audited 20 packages, etc. without any vulnerabilities. Next, we will right click here, and or we can create a simple file here. So just go here and click new file, and we we will name it as node mongo connect.js. So as in the previous example, we used pg node connect. This is node mongo connect. And now first thing that we will use is we are going to create MongoDB client. So the Mongo client class is a class that allows for making connections to MongoDB, and we will require the MongoDB module that we have installed. So you can see in node modules all these modules are getting installed, and here we can see we have the MongoDB and MongoDB connection string. So this is now installed. Now we have the connection URL. So this connection URL, we are creating URI, const URI, and here we will write the connection string. So when you will install MongoDB, you will see inside MongoDB, uh, you can see the connection string here, and if you will open a new window for connect, you will see the new connection string here. So this is something that you have to copy and use it there. Now we will simply copy it, and it is already written because the default string is already written. So simply copy here, and then we will create our client. So this client will be using new Mongo client, the class that we created, and in that class we are going to put the URI, the connection string. So by using these two commands, you will be these two lines in node, you will be able to connect with your MongoDB database. Now we have async function read data. So let's copy this. So first thing that we are going to create is this async function. And basics about these type of functions have been discussed in previous examples also. So basically we are just creating a function here with which is called read data. In read data function, first we are using the try here because we want to see if it catches any error, so we will print that error. In try we will simply connect to MongoDB, and then we will use the await keyword and use client.connect. So this connect method is optional since, but we can use this client.connect, and on console we will log connected to MongoDB. And you can see we created the client. In client, we created this object using the Mongo client class where we passed URI as our argument, and that URI was simply our connection string to the database where our server is running. Next thing is we have to write console.log connected to MongoDB, and we are creating DB. So we are providing a DB name, and we are providing a collection name. So these are like variables. So first we have to define the database name and the collection name. So so here, so on that server we have to write the database name, and database name is school DB in our case. So we will simply write school DB here, and the collection name that we are connecting, let's say we want to see classes. So we have the connection name, collection name here, which is classes. So now we have written the DB name and collection name. So we are creating two objects here, DB and collection. So client.db will be the database name, and db.collection will be the collection name, because database is inside the client and collection is inside the database. Simply we will read data. So read data, we will create result array and collection dot find to array, and whatever we have found we will print it to the result. So we will write it on console. If there is any error, so that error will be written, and finally we will close the connection. Now this function definition is here, and finally we will call the function. Now first let's run this, and there is one important thing here. Let's say to find data, we can modify the find method here. So in find, let's say we want to find age greater than 25. So we can write it like this also, right? So for that, querying MongoDB uh, in a more efficient way, or writing these type of queries, we will have separate videos. So then you will understand, like we do in SQL, like select a star from table where age is greater than 25, select a star from users where age is greater than 25. So how to write those type of queries we will learn in next chapters. Now here we have done simply the query that we have run, simply select a star from collection, which is classes. Let's save this. Remember the name of this file is node mongo connect.js. So on our console, we will simply write node mongo connect.js, and here you can see we have retrieved the data nursery and kg, the two class data that we were seeing here in the document. So just to give you another simple example here. So in our database, there is another collection called students, and in that collection there are two students, one with student id 1, another with student id 2. Okay, now here I have prepared another simple statement which now you will understand. So this is the same line. Again, the same server URL which we are connecting, same database. We are only changing the connection name here. Here you can see we connected with the collection name classes. Here we are connecting with the collection name students and writing the function in the same way. There we created the function read data. Here we have created function name is find student. You can write it anything. Then same thing, but here there is only one change here. So first we have created the query, and in query we have written student ID is 1. Okay, so just like a dictionary in Python, you write key and value. So this will become our query, and then we are creating another uh, you know variable here called student, and we are writing await collection dot find one. So here method that we are using is find one and query, and we are writing find one because we know that student ID 1 is unique. So if we found a student, so in the variable if we have some data, so we will write on console that is student found, and then we will print the student value. So you can see the object here, it is like a dictionary. We are getting the document from there, and otherwise we will write on console student not found. If this connection is not made, then we will see error of connection, and finally we will close the client. And then when you will call find student, you will see the output here, student found, student ID 1. If we just change it to student ID 2 here, save it and run it once again, so now you will be seeing student ID 2 and its data. So this was a simple tutorial of connecting with MongoDB database and querying a collection there. So I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please subscribe to our channel because we are uploading videos related to full stack development every day on our channel, and it will help you. Thanks for watching once again. Have a nice day.